Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel it is Yorkshire Day every 1st of August and I thought why not spread some Yorkshire cheer and make a like Yorkshire Day special video out of it. I am back in Halifax right now as once I bring out this video, I will be back in Halifax, West Yorkshire, which is my hometown, because I'm going to see Noel Gallagher tonight. I am recording this video as of Tuesday, but by the time this video is out, then yeah, I'll be seeing Noel Gallagher tonight at the Peace Hall, which is a gig I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, before I go away, because I'm going away tomorrow, which will be like Wednesday, which will be by the time this video is out yesterday, I'm going back to West Yorkshire, so I thought I'd bring out a couple of videos before I go away. And I'm going to just talk about some of the bands and the artists that are from Yorkshire, some of the films as well, and I've made note of a few TV shows that was filmed in Yorkshire as well. I'll try my best to rectify where, specifically where these bands or these TV shows were filmed. And yep, first one is Cud from Leeds. The album is called When in Rome, Kill Me. This is absolutely great, like a concept album. Cuds were a bit of an underground band, and yeah, this is really good stuff. I don't know who that is on the front cover, I'm not too sure. Could be making a bit of a plonker out of myself there, but yeah, I thought this was absolutely excellent. Not listened to this in a while as well. Just like the first side, it's like it's telling a story. It blends into like each track to a T, and then you've got like sort of different cuts on side 2. Great stuff. That's Cud. And then absolutely fantastic band with a great debut album, George Best, and Buy the Wedding Present. I'm not a Man United fan, guys, but I absolutely love this album. And of course, George Best was a wonderful player. I think he played for Fulham and Hibs as well. And yeah, this has got some amazing stuff. They're from Leeds. Everyone thinks he looks daft, and Don't Beat So Hard, A Million Miles, My Favourite Dress, which was a single. And then you've got Anyone Can Make a Mistake, Something and Nothing. Yeah, absolutely wonderful band from Leeds. Great debut album, that. And then we've got Heaven 17 from Sheffield, Penthouse Pavement. This is another great debut album that's really aged well. Like the production on here is brilliant. It's beautiful. It's so crisp. It's so brilliant. And you've got Ian Craig Marsh and Martin Ware from the Human League in this band as well. Very good stuff. That's Penthouse Pavement. And speaking of the Human League, the first band who I ever saw at the Victoria Theatre in Halifax on, I think it was the 1st of December 2012, and their most acclaimed album, Death, for good reason. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Phenomenal album from the Human League. Not their first album, because I always thought this was their first album, but their first album was Reproduction from 1979, which I really like that album. It's not everyone's cup of tea, I get it, but I quite like it. And then you've got each track just feels like a single. You've got The Things That Dreams Are Made Of, Open Your Heart, The Sound of the Crowd, Darkness, Get Carter, I Am the Law, Seconds, which is a brilliant song. I love that. Love Action and Don't You Want Me. Yep, absolutely wonderful stuff. And the Human League were really good live when I saw them as well. We have Everything But the Girl from Hull. The Human League are from Sheffield. These are from Hull. And Tracy Thorn, before she would have success with a solo career and further success with Everything But the Girl. And this is a great debut album, Eden, I should say. And yeah, I think there's some great tracks on here, Each and Every One, Tender Blue. Yeah, great, like, jangly pop album, this one. I really love this one. Yeah, great stuff. And definitely one worth checking out. Tracy Thorn was in the group Marine Girls on the label Cherry Red Records before she would go on to being in Everything But the Girl. Latest review was, what was it, Long Legs, and this is the band Long Pigs, and this was, yeah, Richard Hawley on guitar with them, and there's another band he was the guitarist with, who I'm going to talk about very soon, and produced by someone called Kevin Bacon. Where have I heard that name before? But yeah, this is a wonderful album. I'll always have Mark at the Beehive in Alnwick to thank for recommending this album to me. This is phenomenal. You've got a couple of great singles on there called Lost Myself, She Said, On and On. Absolutely terrific stuff, this one, guys. Underrated as well, I would say. Pulp, different class, wonderful stuff. Pulp did a show, like a New Year's Day show at Edinburgh Castle, which was meant to be phenomenal. A couple of people I know went to that gig and it looked great. And Pulp have done like a comeback tour as well, which I bet that would have been terrific. And yeah, this is the only Pulp album I've got on vinyl. If Jarvis Cocker made a cameo in a film, it'd be Pulp Fiction. There we go. And yeah, this is wonderful. Absolutely love this. Again, Pulp from Sheffield, same as Long Pigs. Misshapes and Pencil Skirts, Common People, Disco 2000, Something Changed, Sorted for Ease and Ways, and Monday Morning. Yeah, I absolutely adore that album. Different Class by Pulp. Speaking of Richard Hawley, we've got his yeah, like one of his, probably his most acclaimed solo album, which is called Corner, which is beautiful. This is a marvellous album from Richard Hawley, who's brought out a new album this year, which I still need to check out, actually, but this is probably my favourite Richard Hawley album. I probably will like his new album, but I don't think it's going to top this somehow. You know, you've got wonderful tracks like Just Like the Rain, Hotel Room, Born Under Bad Sign, Tonight, and my favourite song from Richard Hawley, The Ocean, is on there as well. Yeah, I saw Richard Hawley last month as well at the Glass House, the Sage, and he was wonderful. Brilliant gig that was. Richard Hawley, Gang of Four, who are absolutely excellent. I've only really stuck with their first two albums, but this is wonderful. This is absolutely fantastic post-punk band from Leeds, and yeah, this is a phenomenal debut album, so ahead of its time, from 1979. This is absolutely superb, guys, and you've got wonderful tracks on here like Natural's Not In It, Not Great Men, Damaged Goods, yeah, At Home, He's a Tourist, Anthrax, the last track. Yeah, this is a superb debut album. I think we lost the guitarist Andy Gill, and he was a phenomenal guitarist with this band. And yeah, it was sad that we lost him, because some of his guitar work on here is absolutely tremendous. The Comatose Angels from Sheffield and their debut album Waiting for a Miracle. Yeah, this is a really good debut album. This they were kind of a bit of a post-punk moody sort of style, and this is really good. Missing in Action's a great song, and then you've got the single Independence Day as well. Yeah, this is a really good album, this, guys. I really enjoyed this. yeah, I've not listened to it in a while, from 1980. That's the Concept Angels, Waiting for a Miracle. And then we have, God, I love this album. The Housemartins, London Nil, Hull 4. Yeah, what a great album this is. I absolutely love this. Housemartins are so underrated. Like, they only made the 2 albums, which I'm going to explain to why in a minute. But, yeah, this is just, if you want an album to defy what makes a brilliant jangle pop indie album, then look no further than this, guys. This is just terrific. Yeah, and of course, the Housemartins formed in Hull, and I think Paul Heaton is from Sheffield originally, although I don't know if he was born in Merseyside, and then I think he moved to Sheffield when he was younger. And yeah, that every track feels like a hit. You've got Happy Hour, Get Up Off Our Knees, Flag Day, which was their debut single, Anxious, Sitting on a Fence, Over There, Think for a Minute, We're Not Deep, Lean on Me, and Freedom. Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful. And Norman Cook, the drummer, went on to go on to making inroads with his solo career with Fatboy Slim as well. So yeah, that's the Housemartins. And then we've got The Beautiful South, which Paul Heaton and Dave Hemingway would go on to forming as The Beautiful South. And yeah, they've done some wonderful albums. This being one of them, the album called Choke. Not my favourite Beautiful South album, but I think it's really good. You've got some brilliant tracks on here, like Tonight I Fancy Myself and My Book, and Let Love Speak Up Itself, and Should Have Kept My Eyes Shut. I think the answer's yes. A Little Time. Yeah, this is a cracking album. And yeah, The Beautiful South, like the first 5-6 albums, you can do no wrong. And of course, Jackie Abbott, I think, would join The Beautiful South. I think, was it on the Blue Is the Colour album? And then Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott would go on to having a successful duet career out of it. So yeah, wonderful stuff, The Beautiful South. ABC, The Lexicon of Love, one of my favourite albums of all time. Pop Perfection, the production from Trevor Horn is absolutely tremendous, guys. Sheffield band. I saw ABC 5 years ago, and they did the Lexicon of Love tour, and it was absolutely great, guys. I absolutely loved that gig. They played the album in full, you know, in like obviously they played the Look of Love midway through, and then they ended the show with the Look of Love. Every track just feels like a hit though, like Show Me, Poison Arrow, Many Happy Returns, Tears Are Not Enough, which I think was their debut single, Valentine's Day, All of My Heart, Forever Together. Yeah, this is just pop at its finest. Just wonderful stuff, absolutely flawless. Some people absolutely love them, and some people really don't like this band, especially with what they're doing now. I absolutely love this band, guys, and you know, like I just remember this band being absolutely everywhere, like their music when I was back at school, and all the people like in my, you know, my age group and in my year would just be like listening to this album, listening to this band like on repeat. And yeah, it kind of just brought me into that world of this band, and just I fell in love with their music. I couldn't escape from this band growing up in West Yorkshire and stuff. And this is the first chapter of their completely new direction, because they started out as an indie rock outfit, and in 2018 they brought out Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino, and that is the one and only Arctic Monkeys, who I am a big fan of. I know this band and not everyone's cup of tea. I absolutely love them, guys. I think they're awesome, especially like their first album, which is terrific. You know, when they started out as a real sort of, you know, it was indie rock and it had a real punky like vibe going on. I think it's superb. I love pretty much everything they've done after that, though. You know, like Favourite Worst Nightmare and Humbug, Suck It and See, and AM. I think they're all cracking albums, and this is not got anything on those albums that came before it, but I really admire their sort of contemporary work, and they wanted to do something different with their style. Alex Turner was really taking influence from the likes of Stanley Kubrick and Scott Walker, David Bowie, when to making this album. I can't remember if this album was, I can't remember if it was recorded in Spain or Italy, I can't remember, but yeah, Arctic Monkeys, and this album is a love or hate it. I really enjoy this album. I think it was much of a grower, but I think it's really good. Like Star Treatment, 1 Point Perspective, and 4 out of 5, and Science Fiction. There's not really any hits on this album, but I think it's those albums you just gotta go with it and just see where it takes you. And it took me about 5-6 listens to get like to terms with this album, but I think it's brilliant. And I really enjoyed their last album, The Car, which again I know that wasn't for everyone, but I think I just really admire Arctic Monkeys are trying something different, going for a new style and exploring a new realm of music. I think it is genius, and I know that's not to everyone's taste, and that's absolutely fine, guys. I totally get it. I understand it's not going to be for everyone, this new style of music they've gone for, but yeah, I think it works well for me, and I'm real looking forward to seeing where they're going to go next on their next album. So that's Arctic Monkeys, Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino, and I did see Arctic Monkeys live September 2018, and it was on this tour, and yeah, they were really good. The Dance Society, I think they're from Barnsley, who I've never listened to. I need to check them out at some point. Party Day, I think from Barnsley. Yard At, who are very popular at the minute. The Orioles from Halifax. Saxon. New Model Army from Bradford. The Sherlocks from Sheffield. Terrorvision. Embrace, who are from Keighley. And Paradise Lost, and I think, yeah, they're from Halifax as well. Red Guitars, Delta 5 from Leeds, Throbbing Gristle from Sheffield, Kaiser Chiefs from Leeds, The Mission, formed in Bradford, The Music, formed in Leeds, Milburn, Cabarets, Voltaire, and Def Leppard, yeah, from both bands from Sheffield. Shed 7 from York. The Mekons. Bebop Deluxe, formed in Wakefield. And Thompson Twins, formed in Sheffield. So those are all the bands and artists I've talked about, like, from Yorkshire and that. And I'm going to talk about a few films as well, that were, like, in, you know, what is it, filmed in like West Yorkshire and so forth. And this is Rita Sue and Bob 2, filmed in Bradford. And yeah, I absolutely love this film, guys. It's a film that wouldn't get made today without any shadow of a doubt. And, you know, it touches on some quite heavy themes as well. I think it's a really good film, a very like sort of gritty comedy drama, and yeah, a couple of these actors would go on to being in a TV show, which I'm going to talk about as well. That's Rita Sue and Bob 2. And in Bradford, yeah, this is the Selfish Giant, and yeah, this is a really good little film set in Bradford, very bleak, and these two young lads that go into this scrap dealing business, this scrap work, and anything they can find, and bring back to the scrap yard. They yeah, they get like money for it in return. And yeah, it's a really good little drama, this one. I have seen this a couple of times. Very bleak and very depressing, and my god, that ending is a real heart-wrenching as well. So that's The Selfish Giant. The Damned United, about Brian Clough, who used to manage Leeds United. I can't remember for how many days. Is it? Yeah, 44 days as Leeds manager. Managed the likes of Derby County. He would go on to major success with Nottingham Forest as well. And yeah, this is a really good little biopic, that one. Martin Sheen. And yeah, about Leeds United, a bit of a love letter to the club here as well. So that's The Damned United. And then filmed in my hometown of Halifax, Happy Valley. And I've only got seasons 1 and 2. I need to get the 3rd and final season into my collection, but this is absolutely brilliant, guys. Sally Wainwright has got a new drama in the works as we speak as well, which I'm really looking forward to. I think that's going to be based in West Yorkshire as well, from the looks of it. So I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, this is filmed in Halifax, Sorby Bridge, where I grew up, and just seeing like where you know, all these like locations and just where I grew up, and walking around that street, and just I went to that corner shop. I went to, you know, down this road around that area, and just, you know, like back to front. The 3rd and final season was filmed in it was my former high school as well. And yeah, it was filmed there, and like the police detective, the what's her name? Is it Catherine Carewood? Yeah, the police sergeant in this, and her grandson actually walked down the corridor, and that's in my former high school, and they actually walked past my old form room as well. So yeah, this is a wonderful crime drama, probably been the best crime TV series I've seen in a long time as well. So that's Happy Valley. And probably my favourite British film ever, it's very much in the conversation for that, that's Kes. I watch this every year without fail. I think it's my most watched film ever, guys, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I think it is a brilliant bittersweet drama, this one, set in Barnsley. And yeah, I've read the book from Barry Hines as well. And yeah, it just really showcases what life was like in the late 1960s in Barnsley as well. It's wonderful. It's a 10 out of 10 film for me. I've seen this countless times. That's Kes. I think this was set in Sheffield. I can't remember. I could be mistaken with this one, but again, one of my favourite films of all time, Dead Man's Shoes. Absolutely wonderful. Again, I think you're looking at a nearer 10 out of 10 for this one. It is one of my favourite films of all time. I've seen it countless times. I cannot wait till Second Sight do that 4K edition of it. Yeah, I really can't wait for that. And a very nitty gritty revenge drama, and learning from the brothers' perspective and the flashback sequences and to why he's going on this rampage. It's a brilliant film, guys. Like Shane Meadows' masterpiece in my opinion. So that's Dead Man's Shoes. Paddy Considine absolutely knocks it out of the park in that performance. And then also from Shane Meadows, set in I think this was Sheffield, where This Is England, which is, yeah, absolutely terrific. Oh no, North Yorkshire, sorry. Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful, like nitty gritty drama, which is really true to life as well. And you know, like, it was a real different world back in like the 1980s, and I think Thatcherism was around this time as well, and the Falklands as well around this time. And it's a quite a harrowing drama as well. And you know, like you know, you see this youngster, and he's brought into this different world that he doesn't know what he's getting himself into. And you know, it's about like the skinheads around this time as well, and it's a real gripping drama, very chilling at times as well. So it's a couple of brutal scenes in there, which is not like easy on, which is not an easy watch by any means. But yeah, this would lead on to the brilliant spin-off show as well, which was This Is England 86, 88 and 90. Fantastic film and TV series. The TV series I need to get into my Blu-ray collection at some point. That's This Is England. More TV shows that was filmed in Yorkshire. Emmerdale in Wakefield, and A Bit of Ado, I think that was filmed in York as well. Ackley Bridge, filmed in Halifax, where I grew up, and I really like Ackley Bridge. Very good, yeah, very good stuff, like kind of similar to Waterloo Roads there. Heartbeat, which was filmed in Whitby. The Syndicate, which I think was filmed in Bradford, which I need to check out. Last Tango in Halifax, which of course goes by the name in Halifax. And yeah, like is it Derek E. Jacob I actually saw at Sorby Bridge train station. They were filming one of the episodes there, and I actually saw some of it being filmed there, and I actually saw Derek E. Jacob walking out of walking off this train, and they would have a few takes and that. Yeah, it was really cool to see that, because Derek E. Jacob, obviously I knew through Doctor Who, and it was interesting to see him in this like a more gritty drama. So yeah, very bleak and depressing, and it's really well acted as well. Gentleman Jack filmed in Halifax, which I've never seen, and then Lad's Hood, which is a great laddish drama filmed in Leeds, I think, specifically East Garforth. And then you've got The Main Chance, and then they did a few of these, the Beiderbecke or the Beiderbecke, which yeah, I can't think what part of Yorkshire that was again. But I think I would check that out at some point. You've got Love, Lies and Records, which yeah, that is a TV show, but I would love, or is it a TV show or a mini series I'd love to check out at some point. Last of the Summer Wine, which is a well-beloved sitcom as well. So there you go, guys. That's been my devoted video to Yorkshire Day, and just thought I would talk about some of the bands, artists that are from Yorkshire, some of the films and a couple of TV shows that was filmed in Yorkshire as well. So guys, let me know some of your thoughts on any of these bands, artists from Yorkshire, and any of these TV shows and films that was filmed in Yorkshire. I'd love to know all your thoughts about that. And yeah, I would like to take the time to say I hope everyone has a wonderful Yorkshire Day, in Yorkshire land, and you know, God's own country for a reason. And yeah, like, just thought I'd do this video to spread the Yorkshire cheer around. And yeah, also I want to give a bit of a shout out to Ian Hill, the Ramblings as well, because you know, like myself, Ian is a proud Yorkshireman, and I just love seeing like his enthusiasm for like Yorkshire, and I think he's a fellow Leeds United fan as well. So yeah, absolutely terrific stuff. I'm trying to think if there's any couple more like fellow YouTubers that are from Yorkshire as well. Just going off at top of my head at the minute. Of course, James, JT at the movies. He's a fellow Yorkshireman who is a fellow YouTuber who I've had the absolute pleasure of meeting in person. Aaron at Screen Stars as well. There is some great Yorkshire folk in the film community as well. I think there's Brim at Horror Hands as well. And apologies, guys, if there's one I've missed out who's from Yorkshire that's in the film community, but those are that come to spring to mind. And oh yes, Jamie Batman Smith as well. I thought I'd give a few shout outs to them guys as well. So guys, let me know if you've got any favourite films based in Yorkshire, any bands or artists from Yorkshire that are some of your favourites. I would love to know all of that good stuff in the comments down below. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.